Man here, and it's a rewrite of the series that I uploaded yesterday. Now yesterday's story wasn't that good because let's say it wasn't explained pretty well, so I'm gonna rewrite the whole process. So let's start. Our story start as we see it was in the middle of the night. We see in a house. It was two-story house, pretty average house if you say. In the average house, in the first floor, we see in a room. Our main character was lying on his bed as he was scrolling down his smartphone. He was reading the last chapter of Solo Leveling. Yeah, it was fun actually. He read the whole series actually, and it was pretty awesome. It was actually his second time finishing it. Now yes, he just finished it. He might have finished it later because he wasn't able to because he had to study hard all of the time. So he just finished it a second time. Now we see our main character just looked at the last chapter as now he was bored again. I just watch Solo Leveling once again. It was fun. It was fun as well when Sun Jin Woo used the cup of reincarnation to literally defeat Antares once again with full power, and there was no hunter anymore. It was pretty awesome. As our main character was pretty tired as he yawns, as he said, I wonder many. I have read many fanfics and many other things. Now, solo living was pretty much the definition what I like. Weak to strong MC. I don't like weak MCs because the problem with the weak MCs are they pretty much lost everything before they start anything. And he doesn't. He now many people who there are many people who doesn't like OPMCs. Now Now he's kind of a person who likes an OPMC. Now why he likes an OPMC? Because they are already overpowered from the start, and they just have to use their power to flex on people. Why wouldn't he like those kind of MCs? Now our main character was pretty much perplexed because ma- ma- every anime or a fan fiction he has saw, mainly the protagonist is always bored because if we become too strong, everything is literally becomes trash for him. Now, if our main character was in their shoes, he would never be really bored of his power. Who the fuck? Who the fuck in the right mind would be really? Tell me. Are you gonna be bored of your own fucking power? Certainly not. He is not that kind of person. If he have that kind of strength, he will never be bored. He doesn't know, but that single statement was echoing throughout the whole universe, the whole multiverse as well. As this tape may reach into the ears of one particular supreme being, as this particular supreme being, it had no body of his own, as it was just a spear of light, as the spear of life just literally heard the voice, and it just grinned. You may not could we see his grin, but we could feel he was grinning as he stated, "So is it human? How about this?" As he said, "Human, you actually don't know what to do, and it seems you are more capable for the job. And you also fit the description well to be the next host of the villain system or the antagonist system." Now, our main character closed his eyes as he fell asleep. To unknowns to him, our main character just died. Yeah, he sleep on his die. As he was sleeping, he died that time. He died that time. Now, how did he die? It was unknown. Now, our main character main character woke up with the sound of alarm clock. As he said, I don't really possess an alarm clock. What the hell? I remember the alarm clocks are pretty much annoying, so I would literally broke the alarm clock or either never set the alarm. I never had alarm myself, as he also felt a little different because as he tried to get up, he just stumbled for some reason as he fall into the bed once again. As he said, "What the hell? Why does it feel like it's not my body? I feel too light for some reason." Our main character was fat, so yeah, he was already let's say said, "I feel too light." As he opened his eyes, as now he got a close look toward the room. As he looked all around and stated, "This room." As he looked once again and said, "Is this my room?" As he looked more, this room was too clean. Apparently, his room is dirty, and he looked around the room. This room is too clean, and I never had that kind of poster. Especially an anime poster. He actually does not possess an anime poster because, let's say, if his mom or sister finds this out, they are gonna let's say bash him up if they find those kind of picture. But our main character looked around and saw a picture of a anime girl. He doesn't recognize the female, but as he looked at the anime poster and stated, "I never possessed this kind of poster." The hell did sister have this? I'm certain she is not interested in girls. Yes, she is bio, but she's also interested in boys. I don't really get, but would she really buy this? Never, never, never. I doubt my sister would even buy anime merchandise. As as he tried to stand, but as he saw that his feet were he was struggling to stand. What is happening? As he was struggling to stand, as he used the desk to at least make himself comfortable so he could stand, at least get used to his feeling of the leg. As he was in the desk, as he saw the books were written in the books the title was written in fucking Japanese. As let's say he was able to read Japanese. What? Nani? How was I able to read Japanese? Now he sucked at Japanese because he only knew few words. He never knew all Japanese words. He knew few, just few. Now he he then suddenly went downstairs. Yes, the whole house was different. Where the hell am I really? As he was looking all around, trying to see where he was actually, as he went to the bathroom first because he actually had to refresh himself. As he fresh as he washed his face, then he looked at him in the mirror. Then he froze. He was seeing a 18-year-old Sun Jin Woo. Yeah, he was seeing the 18-year-old Sun Jin Woo. As he then touched his face again, as he saw the reflection also touch his face, as he stated, "It's my face. How?" As then he suddenly saw a red interface appear. As the red interface stated, "You have been chosen for the antagonist system, or villain system more precisely." As our main character just looked at the interface and he just sighed. It's actually isn't that bad, but I still bad leaving my mom and my sister alone. They never had. My dad literally ran away when I was born. So yeah, he felt bad because there was only mom who used to earn in the family. So he used to do little part-time job to at least cover his mom or his own expenses. He doesn't want it to burden his mom at all. So yeah, his life was pretty dull, and he was unable to finish college because he had to drop out of college because there was money issues. As he started to go on his part-time job mode, then he became a full-time jobber. So it wasn't that hard, but he still missed school. He was at least able to graduate. He was actually able to graduate, so there was no point. As our main character looked at the system as he just sighed, so how did I die? As the system said, you're not given access to know that information. As our main character sighed again, so is there a supreme being that is controlling me? As the system said, you're not able to able to have that information just yet. As our main character just said, so a supreme being played with my life, eh? It ain't bad at all. But still, I would prefer to be hero more than a villain. But then again, knowing my nature, I would be the worst hero to the mankind. So it is actually good. Now, as he state system stats, when he state stats, he looked on his stat. It was the same level. Yep, same level as Sanjin Woo, but actually it was beyond the level of Sanjin Woo at the finish of the manga. So he looked at every power he had, but he noticed something. He had more different other things. He does not have just the Shadow Monarch's ability. He can resurrect someone as well, but the cooldown is pretty 1 month. So he have to wait 1 month before he have to resurrect another person. Huh, so I have control over life and death now. Interesting. As you saw, he has soul manipulation, ability to manipulate souls as well. Interesting. He has few affinity for different elements like space, ether, and a void. Either way is good. He has also affinity for time, so it wasn't that bad. Now, our main character wanted to get a little more information from his systems as he asked his system. So, system, what's my identity on this world? Your name is Sunjin Woo. You you were born in Korean, but after your mother father's death, you live with your auntie, but after your aunt's death, you started to live in Japan, and everything happened the same. And as he get it, as he was also a student of Koho Academy. So as he said, Koho, wait a damn moment. System, did you say Koho? Yes, certainly I did say Koho, a host. As our main character then thought. So this is the world of high school DxD, huh? As the system said, yes, host. You're in the world of high school DxD. But it's different. What do you mean is a little different? Host, you see, you're not the only one who's gonna have a system. Apparently someone in this world, other than the you and the protagonist, gonna have a little plot armor around them. Plot armor. What kind of plot armor? There's gonna be a hero system or protagonist system. You mean to say beside each hero there is gonna be another protagonist? Yes, host. As our main character got a little scared because he's the antagonist and there is gonna be a protagonist pretty soon. Now he actually wanted to he just noticed that even though he's an antagonist he has pretty awesome top notch powers. He knew an antagonist is stronger than the protagonist, it's protagonists themselves, so he was actually happy that he actually stood a chance now. He also had combat experience of Sun Jin Woo, so he wasn't really that scared. Now he got a little notification. Would the host like to review his memory? As our main character said, why not? As he looked at the memory, after his aunt that she left him very large amount of money, and he also owns two restaurants. So the money came from the restaurant, and it's pretty good. Life was pretty good. He saw that our main guy, the body that he possessed, the body was filled with Isehiro, and judging by the age, he was 18-year-old already, and so that means he's a third year. He's gonna graduate pretty soon, I guess. As our main character aside, oh, nothing can be done. As our main character saw that the plot has already started. It's not just started, actually. It has actually went past Reeser. I mean, Reeser has been defeated by Issei, so yeah, it's gonna be a little hard taking the boosted gear from him. I actually wanted to take the boosted gear. It seems I cannot. Now our main character decided, fuck that, I should go to school. It would be suspicious if I don't go today. And I don't know what's gonna happen today, but I have a feeling that some exorcist might come here. Let's see when they came. I don't know the full plot. I don't know. The memories are still little buzzy, so it will come to me slowly. As our main character get dressed as a standard Koho Academy uniform. As our main character looked himself in the mirror and saw, he looked pretty handsome. He looked pretty handsome. Of course, he's Sun Jin Woo. He would look handsome. Now, as our main character made his way to the school, as he was walking, people were greeting him like few of the vegetable shop owners. They were greeting him like others, and few housewives were also greeting him. Interesting. As he was walking, he suddenly heard someone from behind. Oi, Jinwoo! As our main character looked behind, it was Issei Hyodo, the protagonist of the high school DxD verse. As our main character looked toward Issei, as Issei said, "Hey man, how are you doing today?" As our main character decided at least he should act, as he stated, "Good. How are you?" Actually pretty good, and I had a very pleasant morning. As our main character said, "Of course, you were struggling with the naked girls. Of course, you had a pleasant morning, bitch." He just literally called him a bitch. Now, he said, "Someone, let's go." Yeah. As they were talking about their life and day-to-day things, as our main character just nodded at him. As a little awkward silence went over them as they were just walking to the school awkwardly. As Issa thought, what happened? Why is this awkward today? To unknowns to him, as our main character was thinking, farming how the hell he is able to take drag. So then again, he has decided something. As he asked the system in his mind, "System, is it possible for me to extract drag from Issei?" As the system stated, "It's possible, host. It's possible. You can take away secret gear just without problem. Just you have to contribute 1000 SP point." System point. As our main character got the gist. "So how much point do I possess?" "So you possess 100k, sir." "So I can, eh?" "Yes." "Won't be any complication like drag worry will unable drag will, let's say, won't help me in the battle?" "No, host. You being the host of the supreme protagonist system, you won't be having that problem because drag will be shut down temporarily and his soul will be shut down when you take drag." As our main character thought, okay. Now, as our main character right now just thought, I can take away Sikige anytime I want. Not now. I will see. I will wait a week at least. If I find the White Dragon Emperor, then it's good. I could abuse the main character more having his rival with me. So yeah. As they reach school, Our main character was greeted by both Sona Shituria. Yes, that's the fake alias that Citri use. Now, our main character greeted the president and the Madam Vice President as he said, Yo, hello there, hello there, President. Good morning to you and you as well to Subaki-san. Good morning to you as well. As to Subaki had a little blush on her face. As for Sona, let's say she had a little shade of dark. Dark, yes. Both of them had little blush. Sona had a little blush. So, as our main character says, so how is going? It's good. It's pretty pleasant, Sona said. As Tsubaki said, it's pretty good to you as well, Jinwoo-kun. As our main character nodded. As they went inside the class. Now, our main character went to the third year. Yes, his class is 3A. So as he went there, he went to his seat as he saw that he was sitting beside Akino Hajime. Hey, our main character just give a smirk because, wow, I already met few of the female cast. I haven't met Rias just yet. I wonder. As our main character saw beside Akino Hajime there was a seat empty as he wondered if it were Rias will sit. After a few moments, Rias came into the class as every boy in the class just looked toward Rias in awe and admiration. As for few other girls, they looked at the one of the great Onei summers. Now as our main characters may see the main heroine, Rias Grimmery, heiress of the Grimmery clan. Demon, as he was observing her and said, she's pretty weak. But, who cares? I was actually able to meet the main cast. I also met the protagonist, but I hate the protagonist. There is no saying. There is no saying if he's gonna survive or not. Let's just observe for now. Now, for some reason, let's say Rias was looking toward our main character strangely. As our main character noticed it as he looked toward her, as then he quickly averted his gaze from her. Now why? He was nervous. Yes, a pretty girl was staring at him. Any boy would be nervous. Now, as our main character wonders, hey system, why is she staring at me like that? Host, your magical power is pouring out of you. Huh? How? Your magical power is pouring out of you. Before you say close it, I already closed it when you're about to enter the Koho Academy. So don't worry, but she's sensing a little bit of magical aura around you, so it was still big enough because a little bit of monarch's aura is still dangerous for normal devils like her. As our main character thought, so she's infatuated with me with my aura, I guess. Now as our main character just left sitting on his desk, as it was pretty boring as he just literally sleep on his desk because the sheer boredom. Now the female teacher, yes, she just threw a chalk at our main character's head. Before the chalk could hit our main character touched the chalk with his fingers as he said, oh. As the whole class just looked toward him for a moment, then they went to what they were doing. As the teacher said, so Mr. Sanjin, it seems you're sleeping. I hope you have done. I guess you already understand what is here, right? As our main character looked at the board and saw, what is that? I don't. As before he would to say anything, suddenly few information went to his mind as he already know the answer. As he said the answer, the teacher and the whole class was just shook it there. Now apparently Sanjin Woo wasn't someone who would, let's say, answer diligently in the class. He has a little emo personality, and seeing that he has an average student, people has another different attitude toward him. So the girls think he is a dark knight, and as for the nursery, girls thinks he is a dark king, and As for the boys, they just think he is an annoying piece of shit. Now he just answers something that was a little hard for human standard. So they just looked at him for a while weirdly as the teacher said, "Oh, Mr. Sanchin, you already get it. Okay, good." As she just went to the studying as our main character went to sleep once again. As he said, it seems the system was also making me intellect as well. Interesting. As the school ended, our main character was going out, as our main character was walking out of the school gate, then he suddenly heard, "Oi, Jinwoo, wait for me," as our main character looked toward him. "Ah, it's Hyodo." As he said, "Oh, hey, how was your day?" He said, "It was good. Why didn't you come during the lunch? I told you, you should come with us. You know, you could also get a girlfriend. If you were with us, girl wouldn't hate us that much." As our main character just looked toward him weirdly for a moment and said, "Nah, man, I don't feel good today, so I guess I did not come. That's why." As as we see, our main character looked toward Issei for a while as he was thinking, should he take away the secret gear? Then our main character had a little change of heart. And you might be wondering, why did he had a change of heart? It's because Issei was actually pretty good with him. So our main character decided he hasn't shown me his puberty side just yet, so I guess it's pretty nice to hang out with someone. Now as our main character parted way toward his home, as Issei went to his own, our main character used shadow escape, or what do you call it, shadow step. As he used shadow step, as it was really like teleportation. He teleported into one of the building as he was wearing a black hoodie, as his purple eyes were scanning all around the town. As he was wearing a black hoodie and his purple eyes were staring everywhere around the city. As our main character said, I always wanted to try this kind of view. How does Sun Jin Woo feel? Hehehe, is awesome. Now our main character decided to use a little sword, as he used the Demon Lord's long sword. Yes, it's when he got to level 100. So yeah, is the sword when he defeated the monarch of White Flames. It's that sword. As our main character took the sword out of his inventory, then he just decided to use the slasher bit to see what happens. As he swung the sword was bursting out with magic. As he aimed the sword toward the sky, as the sky there was a big lightning strike. White flaming lightning strike up happen. As the rain started to fall, as our main character said, "Wow, the sword is pretty overpowered itself," you would say. As our main character took the sword in his inventory because the sword was already powerful, so he used the daggers. Yes, Sanjin was dagger. It was Kimisha's, the dagger was made by Kimisha's skin, so the big dragon that Sanjin Woo tried to make the dragon's corpse into the shadow soldier. So yeah, that skin, the dagger was made out of that. He took the daggers in his hand as he stated. The short swords are pretty awesome. As our main character decided to hunt Stray, as he was looking all around the city, actually hunting for prey because he wanted to see if he could still level up or not. As our main character entered a abandoned warehouse, as he was hearing girls pleading. As our main character said, "Girls pleading, huh? Let's see." As our main character went inside, as he used his shielding skill to literally be invisible at the point. As he saw that there was a fat demon or fat devil. The fucker had an octopus skin and legs as well. Damn, our main character said. This fucker is straight out from a hentai. Now our main character saw that that bastard was violating one with his tentacles. As our main character said, I am not a hero, I am an antagonist. But then again, antagonists are different. They choose what they wanna do. I will abuse the main character, that's who I am. I will take away the main character's precious positions and everything. But I do need a strong protagonist for that, so I will make Issei grow. Maybe. Let's see. We will see about that later. For now, I guess I should kill that bastard and take. The girls are pretty good, if you ask me. As our main character went there, as suddenly the stray devil was having his day of his time, having the life he always wanted, violating girls and everything. But the unfortunate thing was his body changed into some kind of octopus monster's body. He did not care. His lower body turned into the octopus half, and with his 10 legs or 8 leg, whatever how many leg he has, he can use this. He can use this to violate woman. Yes, this fucking devil was a pervert, a fat old bastard. So yeah, as our main character saw, he was actually violating a schoolgirl. He wondered who the hell is the schoolgirl right now. As our main character looked at the girl who had little light pink hair, another girl with brown hairs, and another girl she wore glasses. And damn, our main character noticed the glasses wearing girl. She was Aika Kiryu, the perverted girl from the high school DxD. And who were those? Oh, those are the girls, kendo girls that beat Issei and his fucking perverted duo, hey? Interesting. As our main character went there, as he used Monarch's domain. Suddenly, as when he used Monarch domain, our main character's shadow expanded to the whole warehouse. As a dead-like feeling came over to the damn bastard. As the bastard just looked frantically all around, as he was wondering if his king or if his former king is here to kill him. As he looked around, then he noticed a figure who actually wore a hoodie, and he couldn't really see his face, but he could see the dark purple eye looking toward him with the murderous intent. As he just let the girl go, as he suddenly started to talk. Please let me leave. I promise I won't be seen around this city anymore. Just let me leave. As he was trying to trick the boy to at least lower the boy's guard, but as our main character suddenly said, you know what? I don't really actually like your kind of a people, so he stated, but you should burn. As the moment as he said burn, purple flames erupt where the old bastard devil was standing. As the bastard devil was screaming in pain, agony, as he just literally turned into ashes. As our main character looked toward the girl, they were violated, raped, pretty much. As our main character looked at the girl condition, he saw that only Aika was the one that was visibly conscious. As she looked toward our main character, said, "Am I dreaming? Is that the Dark King?" As our main character said, I guess memory manipulation is I have to do something around here. As our main character just literally healed them and also repaired their clothes. He sent them to their home, erasing the memory about the devils and everything. He might not be able to, let's say, heal the girls permanently, but they did lose their virginity, so yeah. But they will still remember it as a nightmare. So the trauma is still there. So unless our main character doesn't know if he did the right thing or the wrong. But the devil's existence should not be known by humans at any cost because it might cause problem. So yeah, after testing his powers for a bit, looked at the as he saw the interface, as he looked at the shadow army, he had, huh, 48,000, no, 50,000 shadow soldiers with few other elites and other generals. Interesting. Now, our main character teleported to his own home. Then he just take off his shirt as he was right now shirtless. He was wearing shorts and now he was shirtless. He was sitting on the sofa. As he said, I wonder what kind of mission I will be might getting. As suddenly our main character heard a ding or a notification popped up noise. Now, as our main character heard a notice and had a little notification sound, as the notification stated, "Host, your first mission has been active. Take away the main protagonist of this world. Take away Hyudo's harm. Take away his girl slowly, by hook or by crook." As our main character read the message and said, "What are my rewards? Rewards of summoning any random random villains of anime. But only females." As our main character just looked toward the reward, as he had a poker face right now. As our main character said, "This ain't a bad idea. I was actually planning to do that, so it isn't really bad thing, but it's gonna be little difficult to it's gonna be little difficult to make Reyes fall for me. It's because Issa saved Reyes, so she has a little crush on Issa, but Issa, being naive fucker he is, he is afraid of conceiving to her. I can take Akino Hajime. It's easy because I just have to accept her fallen side and at least be someone in sympathetic in her eyes." As our main character just got nodded, and as he just suddenly remembered, yes, now Asya is difficult. Asya is very difficult. She's an airhead then as well. She does like Issa, so he's gonna be most difficult member. She's gonna be the most difficult member of Isaham to actually fall in love with him. As for, let's say, Konako, he actually does not like loli, so nah, no loli for me. Issa can take Konako if he desires so much. Now, why did our main character think that, let's say, if our main character get a blowjob from Konako, let's say he's gonna hurt his dick. Now, why? If you know that cats' tongues are not, soft and other thing, the cat's tongues are pretty much sharper. So you can already get it. What kind of shit's gonna happen if Konako, let's say, gave him a blowjob right there? So yeah, he's not into that shit. Especially if his little brother's gonna get hurt, or even worse, the tongue can even literally cut off our main character. He doesn't want that to happen. He's gonna stay away from Konoko if he can. But as our main character was watching TV, as he was scrolling the TV because there was really no show that he could watch. In anime world, TVs are pretty boring. If you ask him, there was really nothing to watch. As our main character decided to watch few animes of this world, and actually that worked. The animes of this world are pretty much rip-off of other animes of his world. Let's say a referrator from commonplace to the world's strongest. In high school DxD, it's known as the weak to strong, a simple name. Then there is Dragon Ball. He is not a fan of Dragon Ball, but in this world there is something called Drag Ball or something. Damn. Drags ball. Our main character just laughed at the fucking name. Now, as unknown to our main character, he was actually noticed by a powerful being, the Ouroboros dragon or the infinite dragon god Orpus. Yes, she noticed our main character when he used, the demon's long sword. It was a very powerful weapon. As she pointed his location, and when she arrived there, she saw what he did. He just totally changed the weather with the sword itself. It was a very big feat if you ask her. As she also felt a little dead like feeling from him, so she was curious. She felt some kind of fear from him, but she didn't know. She was the dragon god, of course. How can a mere human make her so afraid of him? So she started to observe our main character slowly, not telling anyone. With the help of a snake, she observed our main character to unknowns to him. Now we go back to our main character. As our main character next day of the school, let's say Aika Kuryu and other the Kendo girls did not come to school because they had a little trauma. He already get that part, but the school said they were sick. Now our main character decided to move the plan into motion. As our main character had a little project with Akino Hachime, he had a project with her. So he decided he's gonna get close to her through the project. Now our main character invited her to his house because his house was pretty big and he always live alone, so it wasn't very big, so they could do the project pretty freely if they want. As uncle, let's say as Akino accepted. Okay, Jinkun, if whatever you say. As our main character nodded to her. Now Rios was looking at him more curiously today because she was just looking at him for some reason. Our main character really did not get the part why was she looking at him, but whatever, I guess. Our main character just need a bait, at least a bait. So what he did, he actually used one of his shadow soldiers. Now this shadow soldier actually he made it disguise as a fallen. Yes, the shadow soldier had the ability to manipulate his own appearance. He made the shadow soldier to become like a fallen, so he could get close to the supernatural little bit. As he was walking home with Akino, Ise, Rios, and other. As our main character decided to walk with them today, no particular reason anyway. So yeah, as our main character was walking, suddenly they entered another barrier. Yes, this is also the play of our main character. He was playing all these events right now as he used his special ability to trap them all in a separate dimension so they could fight properly without having problems. Now the fallen appeared. It was the fake shadow. It was a shadow soldier that took appearance of a fallen. Now the shadow soldier took appearance of Don Seek. So yeah, as Issa said, how are you alive, Don Seek? I'm pretty sure he has killed you. We all killed you, as our main character said. As the Don Seek did not say anything, as Don Seek just literally attacked them. But this time Don Seek was stronger. As Rias did not get it, but how the hell this fallen is strong? As Danzig was throwing magic attacks, blue flames pretty much. Blue flames toward them, then lightning, then other thing, then light spears, and then everything. The battle was pretty intense. As let's say, as Konoko was tasked to guard our main character, as she said, we will explain this after later, but not right now. As our main character nodded, he was pretty good at acting, so it wasn't that bad. As our main character gave the signal, as the fake Don Seek teleported behind our main character, as he stabbed our main character in the heart. Now it was all an illusion, by the way. It was not real. It was not Sanjin Woo that was actually, hurt, it was the saddest soldier. He abstracted himself as he placed an illusion so they would see the saddest soldier as him. As Issa just looked toward his friend. He was a big long time friend, so he just looked toward his friend and said, Jinwoo, as Issa got angry, as Issa just literally he did not kill, his punch literally made hole through the fake Donsik chest as the fake Donsik went into nothingness. Pretty much shadow it returns to our main character's body. Now as our main character went there as he actually hurt his body. It was not a serious wound, but he was losing blood. He knew they are gonna save him, so there was no point. Now as our main character said, as he was not actually dying, as Akina said, President, let me heal him. I should take him to the home. Yes. As they took Jinwoo to his home, as Issei decided to stay there with the rest of the ORC as well. In the morning, our main character not wake up, he just literally planned everything. As he wake up now, he was met with someone. It was Akinu. Yeah, she was, how to put this? She was sleeping naked beside him. As our main character just looked at her body for a few moments as he was muttering something and said, I'm sleeping. I guess I'm sleeping. I should go back to sleep. As he snuggled back into the bed, as he opened his eyes once again, then he met with the same face as he said, I'm not dreaming then, am I? As our main character did not really over exaggerated, he just had his poker face as Akino stated, damn, you still have the poker face, eh? You know, you're pretty handsome, I wouldn't mind having you. As our main character said, so what happened? What was the man with the crow wings and other? As she said, help me dress up first, then we can went down and explain to you detailedly. As our main character nodded, help her with her bra, so yeah. Our main character just helped her with her bra and another thing. As they went downstairs to the dining hall. As our main character saw that, hey, it's pretty good it seems, as I should actually cook for you guys. As he went to the kitchen and started cooking, as Akino was trying to help him. As the rest of the ORC was there, as they explained about the supernatural, the gods and devil, everything. As our main character said, so you guys are devil. Issa, when did you become a devil? It's also new to me, but I have a special power here. As he showed Drag, hello human, I am Drag, the red dragon of domination. Nice to meet you, Drag-san. You seems you're also a very impressive power. Yes, I am an impressive power, but my host is a pervert, and I still regret to this day when he become my host. If you were my host, it would have been glad. You have more magical power than my own host. Even through him being a devil, you have more magical power. As our main character said, really? Yes, and for some human, you really have potential for other magical affinities like space. It's really rare. As our main character nodded. Oh, thank you. Now, Ria said, so you know about the supernatural, would you like to join me? As she knew that Jinwoo was strong, so she decided to recruit him to see recruit him as the second night piece. As our main character said, why not? Now he's not gonna join, he's way too powerful for Aparash to handle him. As she said, lie down. As he lied down on the sofa and as she stated her chant, I, the heiress of the Grimri, can reincarnate you, Sanjin Wu, as my knight. Protect me for eternity. As she said this, a magic circle formed under our main character, as he was nervous for a while. As our main character was wondering if it went in, then I'm fucked. As Our main character saw a notification. Would the user like to would the host like to acquire chess piece of the Grimoire? As our main character declined no. Now the chess piece literally just, let's say, fall on the ground, or it did not went in. As she was thinking, what the hell? How the hell did it it's not how? As she was trying again and again, but she could not. As she said, bummer, I guess I cannot reincarnate you, or either you're too strong or either you're too weak. As our main character nodded. Oh, okay. Now, Akina was helping our main character cook as they talked about few little things. As our main character saw, he was making progress. He was making progress. As our main character got a little reward. Would the user like to use gacha token? One premium gacha token, as our main character thought. Premier gacha token. Okay, as our main character was actually cutting onions, as he decided to spin the premier gacha token. As he did, he got an ability. Apparently, is something mix of all hypnosis ability. The ultimate hypnosis ability, where he can hypnotize a person to literally obey his every command. Even he can manipulate the person, giving the person fake memories of love and other things. As our main character said, it's truly a gift, and I am the antagonist, so I will make Akino mine pretty soon. As our main character manipulated her mind a little bit. Akino did not notice that her mind was being manipulated and few memories were given to her, like she always saw our main character helping others and helping others and doing other things. As our main character smirk. As our main character on the other hand, he was cutting onions, as now he was working on the soup. He just stated, hee hee hee, it's gonna be interesting. Now I wonder if fate will change or not. As our main character looked behind him, as he noticed that Reyes, Issa and other, they were just munching on the snacks on the table. As our main character said, he, I will take slowly all of them. Reyes, it might be a little problem. Asiana, I don't want her. I will think about if I want Asia or not. I maybe later. I do want Sona, so yeah. And to Subaki as well, I wonder if I could make Sanji jealous. Fuck that, I will think about it later. As our main character looked toward Akina, she was still in daze because her eyes, she was actually contemplating with the memories. She never saw the memories before, but as she remembered that she used to see him all the time, as he always helped him other and other thing. As our main character, his eyes glowed purple for a few while as he averted his gaze. Now after breakfast was ready, they ate the breakfast in comfortable silence as they time to time they talk with each other about different things. As our main character John was asked to join the ORC, as he said, hey, why not? Being Issa's friend, so he was able to join the ORC. And now our main character knows the Sona is gonna approach him pretty soon. So this is the rewrite, guys. Tell me, how did you like it? It's pretty much 1 hour.